Hello, my loves. How are you? Hope all is well with you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. Guys, today I'm going to be doing another walkthrough for you guys. And this is going to be another learning one. This is the astrology learning cards. I told you I was going to do these. So here is the box. This is published by Living Magic. The astrology learning cards. And this is by Jadzia Jay DeForest. So the nice box. It's just a pull open box and the cards are in there. And it comes with the guidebook. Here's the little guidebook. And this was published in 2013, so they've been around a while. Let me get to the... It tells you about the deck in the book, how to use this deck. It goes into the houses and the astrology signs. Chart casting. It goes into a simple astrology chart. If you guys have ever seen an astrology chart, there is a astrology chart, and my necklace is my astrology chart. You guys can't see it, but my astrology chart's on that. It goes into compatibility in astrology, the empty houses, empty house types. And then it goes into the nodes, terminology, the signs in order, when you were born on the cusp, the Southern Hemisphere, astrology in the body, and then recommended reading. So a very nice little guidebook. They also have the tarot learning cards, crystals and stone learning cards, rune learning cards, tree of life learning cards, palmistry learning cards. Then they have quick reference sheets, the crystals, runes, tarot and tarot reversals, astrology, ogams, and numerology that you can get. So I have all of these now. I've done the runes one, I believe, for you guys. Palmistry I just did. So I have the astrology here. The tree of life is over here to do, and the tarot. I did not get the crystals. I don't think there's a lot in the crystals that I would personally, it would be useful for me. So I just go by the crystals. I know a lot about the crystals. So, and they're easy to look up. So there's the little guidebook. It comes with a title card that will go up on my wall with the rest of my cards. So we'll set that aside in my pile to put up. Okay, so I don't know if these are in order. We'll see when we get to them. So the first one we have here is Aries. And that is the symbol for Aries. Okay, and it says Aries is the element of fire. Okay, the quality is cardinal. The ruling planet is Mars. The associated house is the first house. The symbol is the ram. The phrase is I am. The opposite sign is Libra. And key words are active, aggressive, enthusiastic, impulsive, rash, optimistic, leader, egotistical, self-centered, and youthful. So there is Taurus. So we have the element of earth, right? We have the quality is a fixed quality. The ruling planet is Venus. The associated house is the second house. Symbol is the bull. Phrase is I have. The opposite sign is Scorpio. The keywords are affectionate, resistant, passionate, dependable, practical, possessive. determined, stubborn, and materialistic. And we have Gemini. Gemini is the element of air. The quality is mutable. The ruling planet is Mercury. The associated house is the 3rd house. The symbol is the twins. The phrase is I think. The opposite sign is Sagittarius. The key words is energetic, intelligent, rational, adaptable, narcissistic, expressive, undergrounded, vain, and communicative. And we have Cancer. Just gonna take a drink. I have mate tea. Cancer, the element is water. The quality is a cardinal. Ruling planet is the moon. Associated house is the 4th house. The symbol is the crab. The phrase is I feel. The opposite sign is Capricorn. Keywords emotional, receptive, generous, loyal, imaginative, sympathetic, contradictory, moody, intuitive, and family-oriented. Then we have Leo. Leo is the element is fire. Quality is fixed. The ruling planet is the sun. Associated house is the 5th house. Symbol is the lion. The phrase is I will. The opposite sign is Aquarius. And the key words is creative, prideful, noble, generous, extravagant, egotistical, dramatic, powerful, opinionated, and romantic. Then we have Virgo. Virgo, the element is earth. Quality is mutable. The ruling planet is Mercury. The associated house is the 6th house. The symbol is the Virgin. The phrase is I analyze. The opposite sign is Pisces. Keywords are modest, picky, logical, analytical, melancholy, practical, perfectionist, industrious, nagging, and helpful. Then we have Libra. Libra, the element is air. Quality is cardinal. Ruling planet is Venus. The associated house is the 7th house. The symbol is the scale. The phrase is I balance. The opposite sign is Aries. Keywords artistic, narcissistic, charming, diplomatic, outgoing, polished, peaceable, judgmental, and indecisive. And we have Scorpio. Scorpio, the element is water. Quality is fixed. The ruling planet is Pluto. The associated house is the 8th house. The symbol is the scorpion or the eagle. I always see it as the scorpion. Phrase is I desire. The opposite sign is Taurus. The keywords is imaginative, passionate, dramatic, obstinate, sexual, subtle, intense, secretive, possessive, and idealistic. Then we have the Sagittarius. The element is fire. Quality is mutable. The ruling planet is Jupiter. Associated house is the 9th house. The symbol is the archer. Phrase is I see. Opposite sign is Gemini. Keywords are ambitious, optimistic, independent, philosophical, energetic, careless, expansive, blunt, pushy, and adaptable. Then we have Capricorn. Oops. The element is Earth. The quality is Cardinal. The ruling planet is Saturn. The associated house is the 10th house. The symbol is the goat. The phrase is I use. The opposite sign is Cancer. Keywords are reserved, perfectionist, prudent, secure, practical, domineering, patient, determined, and materialistic. Then we have Aquarius. Element is air. The quality is fixed. The ruling planet is Uranus. The associated house is the 11th house. Symbol is the water barrier. Phrase, I know. Opposite sign is Leo. Keywords is independent, friendly, detached, progressive, inventive, impatient, opinionated, unconventional, and witty. Then we have Pisces. The element is water. The quality is mutable. The ruling planet is Neptune. The associated house is the 12th house. The symbol is the fish. Phrase is I believe. The opposite sign is a Virgo. Keywords receptive, imaginative, depressed, intuitive, emotional, lazy, psychic, mystical, impractical, and empathetic. Okay, so guys, you could take these if something you wanted to learn. You know, you could take these 12 cards and just, you know, use just these 12 cards, you know, to start with, you know, to learn your symbols of the different astrological signs. So, I mean, there's a lot to do with these. So, this is the symbol for the sun. It's a circle with a dot in the middle. Okay, and the sun, the theme is vitality. It rules Leo. Keywords are outward self, identity, personality, social self, vibrance, ego, willpower, consciousness, life force, creativity, and individuality. Sun sign. The sun travels through the 12 signs of the zodiac in 1 year, staying in each sign for about 1 month. Your sun sign represents how others see you and how you see yourself in the world. This is your personality and sense of identity. Put these apart here. Then we have the moon, which that's an easy one. The sun and the moon are the two easiest. Okay, the moon is all about your emotions. It rules Cancer. Keywords are instinct, subconscious, your emotions, intuition, childhood, inner personality, intimate self, primal energies, receptivity, and cycles. The moon is in each sign of the zodiac for about 2 to 3 days each month. It travels through all of the signs during the course of the month. Your moon sign represents your internal personality and childhood. It shows your emotional response to situations and how you interact intimately with other people. Okay. Then we have Mercury. Mercury is about communication, okay? It rules Gemini and Virgo. Keywords are intellect, education, communication, messenger, travel, resonating, memory, speaking, skills, mental activity. Mercury is the Roman god of communication and the messenger. In your chart, the astrological sign that Mercury is in indicates how you reason, communicate, and interact intellectually with others. It also governs short-term travel. Mercury makes it through the sign in about 15 days. So each one of these, if you have that in your birth chart, it tells you about, you know, where it was when you were born, how you interact with different things, you know. Then we have Venus. Venus is all about pleasure. It rules Taurus and Libra. The keywords are pleasure, relationships, love, emotional expression, beauty, sexuality, affection, friendship, attraction, indulgence, and sexuality. Venus is the goddess of love and beauty. The sign that Venus is in relates to how you interact with others in love relationships and friendships. This planet shows you how to express sexuality, attraction, and what you are attracted to in others. Venus is in a sign for about a month. And we have Mars. The theme is action. It rules Aries. Keywords are energy, aggression, sex drive, assertion, competition, personal power, passion, ambition, courage, anger, temper, strength, leadership. Mars is the Roman god of war and conflict. Mars shows you how you respond to conflict and challenges in your life. The sign that Mars is in also indicates your level of motivation and where your ambitions come from. Mars makes it through a sign in about a month. Then we have Jupiter. Kind of looks like a 4. 2, 4, 2 and a 4. Expansion is the theme. Rules Sagittarius. Keywords are good luck, optimism, success, fortune, abundance, health, knowledge, philosophy, career, money, possessions, comfort, and higher education. Jupiter is the god of honor, wisdom, and knowledge. How you will make your fortune, the best career for you, and earthly attainments are all shown in where Jupiter is in your chart and which sign it is connected with. Jupiter stays in one sign for 6 to 8 months. And we have Saturn. Saturn is the theme restriction, okay? It rules Capricorn. Keywords are responsibility, lessons, challenges, ethics, discipline, fate, obstacles, limitations, patience, karma, maturity, perseverance, realism, triumph. Saturn is the god of the harvest, agriculture, and justice. Saturn remains in each sign of the zodiac for about 2 years. This planet shows you what kind of limitations and challenges you can expect in your life, as well as how to overcome them. Saturn is associated with the process of maturity. Then we have Uranus, or Uranus. I say Uranus. Some people don't like to say that, but this theme is change. Okay, it rules Aquarius. Keywords, opportunity, sudden events, dramatic change, science, revolution, invention, purpose, new beginnings, self-expression, originality, and technology. Uranus is the god of the sky and the universe. Uranus is in a sign for 7 to 8 years. The sign this planet is in can show how you take change, either as an opportunity or a crisis. Uranus also influences your midlife crisis. Neptune. Neptune, the theme is spirituality. It rules Pisces. Keywords are illusion, imagination, intuition, dreams, your subconscious, visionary, mystery, discovery, psychic powers, inspiration, higher self, progress, and stability. Neptune is the god of the sea. Neptune shows how you connect with the spiritual world and your intuition. It is also associated with your goals, your ideas, and idealistic visions of the world. Neptune is in a sign for 14 years. Pluto. Pluto, the theme is transformation. It rules Scorpio. Keywords are death, rebirth, change, regeneration, destruction, insight, reincarnation, elimination, society, politics, mass consciousness. Pluto is the god of the underworld. Where Pluto is in your chart shows which part of your life you will experience change, ending, and new beginnings. Pluto is the planet that influences war and generational movements involving revolution. It stays in a sign for 20 years. Okay, then we're going to go on to the houses. In your birth chart, there's a circle, if you've ever seen your birth chart. And each part of this circle explains the houses. Excuse me. So your first house, if you guys can see it, starts right here. And then it goes from here, it goes right around in a circle for all 12 houses. Okay, so the first house, is the house of yourself. Its ruler is Aries. It's an angular house. The key words in this house, so what they do is you have certain signs, certain planets that are in your house, okay? So if this is in your house, then it takes on a whole another meaning, okay? So your keywords with the first house is your personality, mannerisms, temperament, attitude, behaviors, your goals, your desires, motivations, first impressions, outward appearances. This house is the side of you that you show to the world. Okay, what motivates you, your goals and wants are also found here. The cusp or the starting point of the first house points to the ascendant or the rising sign in your chart. Then we have the second house right next to the first. It goes right around. So your second house is all about, it's the house of possessions, the things that you possess. It's the ruler is Taurus. It's the Ascendant house. It rules money and material gains, possessions, your income, finances, money, management, comforts, material goals, perceptions about wealth, monetary influences. In the second house, you can see how and where wealth, property, and material comforts are gained. Let me check this meter here. Okay, the third house. The third house is about, it's the house of communication. The ruler is Gemini, right? It's the cadent house, Cadent. The keywords are self-expression, travel, thought process, memory, your verbal and written communications, your logic, speech, rationale, education, and work. Look to this house to find out about your self-expression, short-term travels, and communication skills. Your fourth house. The fourth house is all about your home. The ruler is Cancer. It's the angular house. Keywords are your home life, ancestry, family, legacy, family life, comfort, security, nurturing, privacy, parental interaction, childhood, intimate relationships. This house is associated with either the dominant parent or the mother figure from childhood. It deals with our foundation, our upbringing, and your family roots. The fourth house cusp is the IC, Immutable Coeli. I think I said that right. IMUM COELI. Let me go to the fifth house. Fifth house. It's the house of creativity, right? It's ruled by Leo. It's a Ascendant house. The keywords are sexuality, pleasure, your life force, sexual expressions, children, arts, entertainment, amusement, fun, creativity, talents, affection, instincts. The fifth house is where enjoyment, sexuality, and children reside. You may also find your creative talents and amusements here. Sixth house. The sixth house is the house of service and health. The ruler is Virgo. It's a cadent house. Keywords are assistance, giving, habits, servitude, work life, the body, wellness, nutrition, hygiene, working with others, organization, health, and illness. An emphasis on this house may show a need to assist other people. There also may be a lot of focus on health, the body, and general well-being. Here we have the seventh house. The seventh house is all about partnerships, okay? Its ruler is Libra. It's an angular house. The keywords are intimate relationships, work relationships, marriage, business, partnerships, cooperation, divorce, balance, union, harmony, contracts. Look to this house for partnerships, romantic relationships, and close friendships. This house shows the type of people that are drawn to you. The seventh house cusp or starting point is where the descendant can be found on a birth chart. Here is the eighth house. The eighth house is all about the house of death and regeneration. The ruler is Scorpio. It's a Ascendant house. Keywords are transformation, birth, death, rebirth, spirituality, debts, mysticism, intuitive powers, sex, the occult, legacies, inheritance, hidden knowledge, and letting go. This house deals with the shadow side of self and transformation. Look to this house for hidden factors and motivations. The ninth house. The 9th house is all about philosophy and travel. Ruler Sagittarius. It's a Cardinal house. The key words are study, mental activity, higher education, philosophy, seeking knowledge, attainment, truth, exploration, open-minded, journeys, experience, wisdom. Longer-term travel, exploration, and higher education are associated with this house. Beliefs, spirituality, and religion can also be found here. Your 10th house. Your 10th house is all about your career, okay? The ruler is Capricorn. It's an angular house. The key words are public standing, social status, profession, publicity, goals, public image, reputation, ambition, drive, material attainment, social power, focus, success, position. Look to this house for your career and social status. It will show you your goals and ambitions. The 10th house cusp starting point is the MC, medium coeli, or midhaven. The 11th house. The 11th house is about friends and hopes. Okay, it's the ruler is Aquarius. It's a Ascendant house. Keywords are intellectual, pleasure, work, groups, organization, ideas, family, friendships, teamwork, idealism, world vision, long-term goals, individuality, and ideals. The 11th house shows what kind of groups you may be involved in. This may also be social causes or communities. And the last house here is your 12th house. Okay, and the 12th house is all about secrets. It's the house of secrets and surrender. The ruler is Pisces. It's a Cardinal house. Keywords are mystical powers, karma, rewards, self-destruction, defeat, punishment, charity, surrendering the ego, intuition, accidents, discovery, and disappointments. Also known as the house of self, undoing. Here you will find hidden aspects of the subconscious. This is also a connection point for paying past life karma debts, focusing on your intuition and imagination, and dealing with illusions. Okay, then we're going to talk about ascendants. Okay, Ascendant. Ascendant is or rising sign. Its theme is public self. Keywords are outward self, public personality, first impressions, ambition, drive, self-awareness, persona, projected personality, your goals, motivation, future personalities. Your ascendant or rising sign is the part of your personality that others first see. This is the first impressions you make on those around you. The sign that your ascendant is in also shows your goals and what you are moving towards in your life. If your sun sign represents your present self, then your rising sign is your future self and shows that progression. Then we have the Descendant. The theme is reflected self. Keywords are mirror, other people, projections, what we attract, hidden, roles, expectations, opposites, and lessons. The Descendant is how you see yourself reflected in others. It can be the role other people expect you to play, or how you are in partnerships. One may surround oneself with people who embody the sign of their descendants. The lessons here is learning to integrate your descendant with your ascendant and create a well-rounded personality. We have the MC. Okay, this is midhaven. The theme is the highest point. Keywords are your social standing, goals, aspirations, ambitions, financial status, public life, career, views on society. MC means for medium colii and is also known as the midhaven. The midhaven is the highest point on the natal chart. It shows where you are going and what you are trying to achieve. Career goals and the type of career likely are shown here. It also indicates your public life, social standing, and general views on society. Then we have IC, or the Nadir, Nadir, and ADIER. Theme, the lowest point. Okay, so we have the highest point and we have the lowest point. Keywords are foundation, grounding, childhood roots, family, nurture, emotions, parents, private world, and later life. The coelium, the bottom of the sky, is the lowest point in the natal chart. It shows the childhood, upbringing, and the foundation of self. This is the starting point from where you climb upward towards the midhaven. One may also return to this point later in life in your elderly years. So here is the north node. We have the north node, we have the south node. Okay. The north node, the theme is karmic lessons. Keywords are lessons, challenges, opportunity, growth, underdeveloped aspects. What needs cultivating? The north node is a node of the moon, okay? It deals with what you are less comfortable with, but need to integrate into your personality. You may draw people to you that embody your north node sign, and these people may be irritating. They are showing you an aspect of yourself that needs to be developed in order to learn specific karmic lessons. There's your south node. The theme is karmic lessons again. Keywords are natural qualities, default aspects, overdeveloped, laziness, and underdoing. The south node of the moon is the direct opposite of the north node in a natal chart. This shows what you fall back on, where your comfort zone is. Settling into what is comfortable can undermine your life. Laziness and ultimately self-undoing can be the result of not pushing yourself towards the lessons that the north node has to offer. Here we have Chiron. Chiron, the theme is the wounded healer. Keywords are spiritual wounds, healing, instincts, insecurity, transformation, outcast, flaws, awareness, and homeopathy. Chiron is a planetoid that shows how and where your deepest wounds are. It indicates where you feel flawed, victimized, and other insecurities that you may be ignoring or avoiding. It also involves the struggle between your animal or base nature and civilized or refined self. The lessons with Chiron is to heal and accept your wounds by becoming aware of them. Look to the aspects of Chiron in your chart for insights. Conjunction. There's a lot to astrology, guys. So I'm not saying that this is going to, you know, be the end all to your astrology studies, but it helps. If you're aware of the different things in a, you know, your birth chart, it helps so much. This is a 0 to 10 degrees apart. Conjunctions are united and blended energies in a birth chart. Conjunctions are like together. They're at a 0 to 10 degrees apart from each other. Energies in a birth chart. They can be negative or positive depending on what's involved. Conjunct planets may work together and complement each other. Alternatively, they can merge so that the individual cannot tell one's energy from another. Whatever the case, they are very powerful and influential and should be focused on during interpretation. A conjunction appears when two planets are in the same sign or very close together. Next, we have the sextile. Sextiles are 60 degrees apart, okay? Sextiles bring opportunities and harmony. This aspect appears when planets are 2 signs apart in a birth chart. Sextiles are positive but not easy like trines. When you have a sextile, you will need to put forth effort to achieve the potential benefit that is there. If you do not, it may be a wasted opportunity or undeveloped talent. Next we have is the square. Okay, I will be right back. Sorry about that. It was my mother calling in. It was an important phone call, so I had to take it. So anyways, we're on the square. And the square is 90 degrees apart, okay? The planets are 90 degrees apart. Squares are successful and difficult. They appear when planets are 3 signs from each other in your chart. You can expect obstacles and challenges with this aspect. There is a tendency to overdo or overindulge with this energy. Squares also reveal lessons that you can learn from. They give you insight into what actions can be taken to really learn those lessons and reap the benefits. Squares are what motivate you in your chart. Not all of you are going to have all of this in your chart, okay? There's only certain aspects of this in your chart, okay? Here's the triangle or the trine. Okay, that's 120 degrees apart, okay? Trines show harmony between planets and are the parts of your chart that flow easily. While this is the most positive aspect, it warns against becoming lazy. It can be too easy in these areas and therefore not productive. Trines are what come naturally to you and indicate talents that you may overlook. It would be better to be aware of those talents and develop them. Trines are found when planets are 4 signs away from each other. Next, we have opposition. They're 180 degrees apart, okay? Oppositions are formed when planets are 6 signs apart or opposite each other. This is an inharmonious aspect that shows where the strain and challenges are in your chart. Oppositions point to where you feel unsure, vulnerable, and hesitant. However, much like squares, these challenges promote personal growth when you are willing to work through the opposing aspect. Okay, so now we're going to talk about different signs, okay? I talk about these a lot when I do my readings. Fire signs. Okay, your fire signs is the element of fire, of course. Fire signs are your Aries, your Leo, and your Sagittarius. Okay, the key words for these are outgoing, they're spontaneous, egotistical, selfish, optimistic, quick-tempered, energetic, passionate, impulsive, warm, creative, arrogant, and impatient. And we got your earth signs. Your earth signs is earth. They're the Taurus, your Virgo, your Capricorns. They're stable, practical, steady, stubborn, depressed, determined, stagnant, patient, unmotivated, nurturing, meticulous, abundant, cautious, and analytical. Then we have your air signs. Your air signs are air, right? They are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The keywords are intellectual, sarcastic, detached, communicative, motivated, critical, rational, resistant, quick-witted, analytical, changeable, inventive, restless, and judgmental. Then we have your water signs. That's water. Water signs are your Cancer, your Scorpio, and your Pisces. Keywords are emotional and practical, intuitive, creative, dramatic, deep, sensitive, secretive, depressed, empathetic, unbalanced, supportive, psychic, sympathetic, and compassionate. Okay, now we're going to go on to some of the hemispheres, okay? So we have the northern hemisphere. These are all sections of your birth chart, guys. Okay, so there's your birth chart. We have your different houses, right? That go all the way around. I mean, go online if you're not familiar with astrology. Go online. There's a lot of really, really great online things that you can download onto your phone. I have a couple of them on my phone that tell you exactly what's going on in your chart. So it is really, really cool. So the northern hemisphere, when the chart has an emphasis on the section, individuals are more introverted, private, subtle, and internally driven. They make their own goals and are not easily influenced by others. There is an emphasis in this area when many planets are found here. So your northern node, you know, when you're in that northern node, if a lot of those signs and stuff are in your northern node, then this is what that's talking about, okay? There's sections, you know, there's different hemispheres, different sections. So then we have the southern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere, when the chart has an emphasis in this section, the person is outgoing, extroverted, and tend to lead more public lives. They are often open, straightforward, and unguarded. However, they may care more about how others view them. There is an emphasis in this area when many planets are found here. And we have the eastern hemisphere. The eastern hemisphere, this section of the chart shows people who are self-motivated and gain achievements through their own actions and decisions. They are driven, decisive, and goal-oriented. So again, there is an emphasis in this area when many planets are found here. Then we have the western hemisphere. The Western Hemisphere. An emphasis here indicates being motivated by the need of others. These people enjoy group activities and are community-oriented. They are givers, followers, and focus on service. There is an emphasis in this area when many planets are found here. Then these are really cool. And I don't know much about, these are the angular houses, okay? The angular houses are houses 1, 4, 7, and 10. The signs are cardinal, okay? Taking action, ambitions, ambitious, restlessness, self-motivated, active, lifestyle, leadership, self-starters, impatient. The angular houses form the angle of one's chart, the ascendant and midheaven, the Immutable, and the Descendant. These actions are the first to be developed and considered to have the most influence in the chart. These are the houses associated with action and ambition. The Ascendant houses. They are 2, 5, 8, and 11. They are fixed signs. Keywords: resourceful, dependable, stubborn, slow to change, patient, focus on stability and the future. The Ascendant houses come after the angular ones. These houses are secondary in order of importance, often showing supporting influences. A majority of these houses can show someone who is dependable and strives for stability, but they may also be stubborn and resist change. And we have the cadent houses, which is 3, 6, 9, and 12. They're mutable signs. This is about adaptable, flexible, analytical, communicative, intellectual, fluid, education, focus, and knowledge. Cadent houses are the last in the series. They are often seen as the least influential in your chart. Many planets in these houses indicate a flexible and adaptable personality. You may have an easier time going with the flow and adjusting to circumstances. Okay, now we're going to go into the quadrants. So that section there is the first quadrant. Your first quadrant. Many planets in this quadrant indicate individuals who focus on personal experiences. They are often self-seeking and internal. There is a tendency to internalize talents and ambitions. These people spend their lives getting to know themselves better. They usually need more alone time to really focus on themselves and learn to stay grounded. The main focus here are on self-discovery, personal development, identity, and individuality. Oops. Here we have the second quadrant. The second quadrant, a majority of planets in the second quadrant shows creativity, artistic talent, and a focus on work, service, and family. This person may spend their life focused on relationships. There is also an emphasis on attaining joy, stability, maturity, family, and interacting well with others. The main focus here is creativity, self-expression, being of service to others, interaction, and discovering purpose. And we have the third quadrant. The third quadrant focuses on business, personal relationships, as well as philosophy and spirituality. This life is destined for partnership, either romantically or in business. There is an emphasis on union, linking with others, compromise, and learning to understand other people. The main focus here is expansion. You expand and grow through trust and involvement with others. There may also be higher education, truth seeking, deep connections, and work towards a higher consciousness. Your fourth quadrant. Did I hold it up right? Fourth. I thought I had it turned the other way. The last quadrant indicates a focus on your reputation and career, leadership, humanitarianism, and spirituality. This life revolves around seeing the bigger picture, attaining goals that help humankind and the world, and embracing unconditional love. Your connection with many people and influences is very important. The main focus here is connection and transcendence. This person will connect with groups of like-minded people and understand the unity of humanity. They will become more than an individual as they become part of the group. The self may also dissolve as one becomes more spiritually aware. Now these are interesting. Okay. These are like where the planets would be, okay? In your different quadrants, in your different hemispheres, in your different houses, okay? So this one here is the splash chart. It's called the splash chart. This chart is defined by having planets in almost every house and sign. Okay, these people are open-minded, have diverse interests, and are often unconventional. They may have a spiritual or physiological outlook on life. They are adventurous, but can be scattered and lack organization, focus, and direction. Ideal careers may be scientists, religious, and spiritual leaders, politicians, composers, or a jack of all trades. Here we have the bundle chart. Okay, see everything is in a bundle here. You know, they're all kind of really close together. The bundle chart. Planets in 1/3 of the chart indicates this type. These people have focused and concentrated energy. They are goal-oriented, forceful with their ideas, and self-motivated. They need to be aware of being close-minded and too focused at times. Careers of this type may include group leaders, visionaries, or anything that this person has a talent for. They can turn into their career. Okay, this is the locomotive chart. I love the sayings of these. Okay, there's really nothing here, right? So this is, with planets in 2/3 of the chart, you find this pattern. Self-motivated, confident, focused on achievements and ambitions describe this person. They may also be great contributors to society. However, there is a tendency towards being self-centered. The best careers for this type include business, entrepreneurs, actors or actresses, humanitarians, or politicians. And we have the bowl chart. See, everything's in that top part. The bowl type is apparent when planets fall into 1/2 of the chart. These people are independent, self-sufficient, knowledge seekers. They often focus on a specific cause and have a tendency to self-sacrificing, although they may maintain a good giver-taker balance. They can feel inexperienced due to such focused lives. research. In medical field, teachers, volunteers, positions, historian, and service work may be ideal careers for this type. And we have the bucket chart. Usually most of the planets are on one side of the chart, and there is a single isolation planet on the opposite side. This type is energetic, ambitious, and wants to fully experience life. They may be focused in the direction of the isolated planet, and pioneer but inflexible spirit can be the component of this type. Careers and focus for this person may be determined by the solitary planet in this house's sign. So the little one down here all by itself, right? Next we have seesaw charts. Seesaw patterns involve planets in the opposite signs of the chart. These people are focused on balance, compromising, and inner conflict. They have broad interests and talents. However, they need to be aware of their self-destructive side. The best careers for these people is something that they find balanced in doing. The last one is the Splay Chart. There is no definable pattern to this chart. However, it often includes several conjunctions. They have diverse interests and talents. This type is self-reliant and unconventional with a strong personality. They are ambitious and creative. However, they may lack direction and overextend. Career paths may include artists, directors, writers, entrepreneurs, but look to the conjunctions for insights and direction. Okay, we got 4 more, guys. 3 more. 3 more. Okay, we have the cardinal signs. So this probably should have been first. This is going to tell you what these cardinal signs are. Signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Keywords are initiators. They're ambitious, controlling, self-starters, assertive, pioneering, leaders, enterprising, enthusiastic, active, dominant. Those with an emphasis in the cardinal signs love to start projects, but they may not always finish them. They are highly active, and you will likely never find one slacking off. Sometimes they will appear selfish or self-centered, but they are really just focusing on the task at hand. And we have the fixed signs. Fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. They're stable, stubborn, inflexible, solid, purposeful, self-restraint, diligent, determined, persistent, confident, conservative, and maintaining. These fixed signs can be counted on for their stability and seemingly unaltered attitudes. They like to endure and maintain rather than start anew or change. Being stubborn and conservative, they have difficulty adjusting to new circumstances. However, when they need someone to depend on, they are the one. Okay, and the last one, guys, is mutable. Okay, these are your mutable signs. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Keywords are adaptable, flexible, restless, sharp, changeable, conforming, versatile, resourceful, chameleons, pleasing, communicative, and transition. With a tendency to please others, they can seem inconsistent and or dishonest. Some see mutable signs as pushovers. However, they really just want to contribute to the greater good and don't have an issue with adjusting to accommodate. They need change in their lives in order to feel that they are moving forward. Okay, so guys, I hope this helps you guys a little bit. Like I said, if you've never looked into astrology or never, you know, had anything to do with astrology, these might be a little on the difficult side for you at first. But there are so many things online that you guys can do. There's YouTube videos also, and there's a lot. You know, it's a never-ending learning experience. Tarot, astrology, any of this stuff is something that you're going to want to keep learning and learning and learning. Okay, I'm not saying that I know everything about astrology, because I certainly don't. There's a lot that I don't know, but I do know how to read a birth chart. And I do know how to make out a birth chart. So, I mean, I do know the fundamentals, and I do know some things. And it's very interesting. And it's very, you know, even looking at my birth chart, I've learned a lot about myself. So I hope this helps you guys. Remember that, you know, it's all learning, you know, learning and learning. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. And I will have 2 more videos that will be going up. It will be the Tree of Life and the Tarot learning cards also. So watch for those, and they'll be coming up soon. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful and amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.